Yeah.
And I said something about Billboard. That means that I need everything I take with Billboard.
Alright, you're not the numbers guy. Let's go. We're live in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to episode 7 of the Boneyard Boys podcast. Jesus, fuck! What happened? What happened?
You know that we go.
What you
thought? You wait a minute. I'm going to start this again. Alright, we're live in 3, 2, 1. Welcome to episode 7 of the Boneyard Boys podcast. It's Kennedell. I'm with your guys. Sonny, how you doing, man?
I'm alright, man. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Kumi, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm feeling great.
You're feeling great? I'm glad to hear that. I'm doing good as well. I can't complain, man. How was your weekend? How was everybody's weekend?
Honestly, I'll be forgetting it's the weekend and shit.
Okay? Exactly.
As you ask me right now, I'm just thinking, how was my weekend? Honestly, same shit. I watched football, at least one game. I watched on Saturday the Bundesliga game.
Oh yeah.
It don't be me like it be, but the 4-0 way they give them there some way.
You didn't enjoy it. I feel like that scoreline would have prevailed
without
the virus.
Yeah. Without the virus.
Like so I think that for you to be able to appreciate the games over the weekend, you'd have had to have watched some of the lockdown football before this thing really hit. Like what was happening in the Serie A. That was just such a bad product out the gate. I think with this, they did something to do like they added like sound effects, they added some noises and stuff. And you didn't just hear the kicking of the ball and players yelling. They tried to change the broadcast method a little bit, so it was a bit better as a product. I enjoyed the game. I'd missed football, but that was the only one I watched live, honestly.
I didn't even watch the other one at all.
I didn't watch it live. I caught the extended highlights.
Okay.
But the Italians had lockdown football.
Yeah, so the Italians about a week or two before the Premier League suspended, they played football behind closed doors. Juventus and Inter Milan had a game. It was a big game, and they played that behind closed doors. But that was just a very bad product to consume. Anyways.
Yeah, but that was my weekend pretty much, and same shit.
Yeah, let me show you what else I did with my weekend. It's still a work in progress, but let's see. Boom, you see that? Boom. Boom. Yeah, so that's what I'm on right now. I gotta soup it up.
That's where you decided to hang it.
He souped up the crib.
I'm still figuring out. Like I've tried to adhere to like parts of my wall and stuff, but I don't have the right adhesive, and I don't want to use a command strip because that's gonna take out the paint job. But I'm gonna figure it out. Like right now, I'm running it on that cabinet underneath the couch and stuff. I just need to see what it looks like when it's really dark to see what vibe it gives.
What kind of guy? What kind of vibe are you going for?
Why does that sound like such a dick question?
It's going to be a dick question depending on the answer.
I don't know what the vibe I'm going for just yet. So like you see how my living room is set up. It's a lot of natural light and some like greenery. So pretty much going for that neo soul whole vibe, like that.
Okay. So you definitely watched that Erykah Badu and.
I was on
that spotlight. He got inspired.
He burned his incense.
Special oils have to be on.
Yeah, I was the rosemary. Yeah, I hear this thing can sync to my music too. So once I figure that shit out, I'm out of here. I'm out of here. So that's what I've been on. I've been listening to hella music this weekend. I think this is like the first weekend in a bit where things felt a little normal. Like a lot of my Saturdays before lockdown went like this. I'll wake up. I try to get up before like 10 o'clock, right? Mm-hmm. The Joe Budden podcast, the Saturday edition was dropping at like 10:15, 10:20 my time. So I'll try and hit the gym then at 10:20, get a workout in, eat and shower and all that before 12:30. So 12:30 was always my my goal, right? On a Saturday morning, I need to get all this shit done by 12:30, so I can watch the games and chill and relax. This weekend, I finally had that again with the German shit. But I was speeding. I made fufu in the morning, all that. I tried to get all this shit done by 12:30. I go see the game is at 2:30. So I then had 2 hours and 9 doing. So I started rocking music heavy. I going through all my release radar shit. And then Kumi told me to check out The Future. Oh my God. That project is fucking crazy, man. That shit is crazy. Have you listened?
I listened. It was an enjoyable listen. I didn't have a particularly good time listening to like The Wizard and whatever was before this. But then this was a considerably easier listen. And then I got to a song. I got to there were songs I liked, but then I was able to find a favorite in it on the first listen.
What was your favorite?
Outer Space Bitch.
Which record is that? Which one is that?
It comes I think after Up the River.
Okay.
I think it's immediately after Up the River. Well, how does it Racket Icy Watches? Whoa. That one. That song is true. I like it. Yeah.
How about features? What do you think about which feature did you like? Because there's the one with McMill, there's the one with Young Boy, and then Uzi.
Oh, Young Boy did well.
Young Boy killed it. That to me is by far the best record on the project. That is by far
the chemistry is strong. The chemistry is strong because he's flowed it. And I don't personally listen to his records, so this was the first time I was like, okay, let me see what the hype is about because I know he's got a crazy following.
Crazy following.
Shout out to check out the track. I'm like, yo, this boy is okay. Can't even thought he was Future.
He absolutely was Future on the song.
He did his thing.
He absolutely.
The song is more suited to Young Boy.
Yeah. And I think Future did a lot of that with the features. Like you can tell even with the one with Travis, it sounds like Travis's bag. If McMill with the 100 shooters is the same, it's kind of
that's a Doughboy song, isn't it?
Yeah, Doughboy was on a Doughboy. It was on a Doughboy. I didn't know that, but Doughboy killed that.
Yeah.
He killed that.
He said he treated him just like God.
Yeah. I asked Chris Jones, she said he said right?
Yeah. Nah, that shit was hard and I fuck with it super heavy. Like exactly what Sonny was saying. A lot of his other shit you could only get 1 track, 2 tracks out of it. But this from top to bottom, I wasn't even mad. Yeah,
it's enjoyable. Some of the other albums, you won't get you into the feeling he's being overcome by drug use. No, you're not. So you won't do some dark, bro. Let's have a good time. Let's have a good time. And, I didn't notice until I was listening to the album, but Lil Baby was rapping on not Lil Baby, the Baby. It's difficult to tell now. Was rapping on that Life Is Good remix. I like it.
I don't think so. I think Lil Baby. I think Lil Baby went harder.
I like Lil Baby's.
Lil Baby went way harder than the Baby.
But because today I listened to the Baby, I listened to it again because I was like, okay, maybe the first listen I just didn't give the Baby a chance. But then I'll go listen again. I said, Lil Baby still spotted for me. So I'll see.
I mean, I feel you. But to be fair, I hadn't heard the remix properly until the day this weekend.
Yeah.
I'd heard of the remix and I listened through, but I'm like, bruh, nah.
But for 21 songs, I'm actually impressed that I didn't find how we've been talking about how right now the music, if you bring 23 track sentences, we know what's
yeah.
It's over an hour, just too long, an hour and shit. No, but 21
but it's smooth.
It's very smooth.
It's smooth. It's smooth. Sometimes I couldn't even tell that I was listening to the news, not in a bad way, but it was just going.
Yeah.
It was just flowing. All of a sudden, then you're hearing a feature, and it's oh damn, it's a different song. But it flows well. It's just.
Last time, Dirty Sprite 2 gave me that feeling too, where you feel listen almost every time.
Yeah, but I think it will be a good album for him.
Yeah. How much do you think he's gonna sell?
you know me and those kind of numbers. I don't really be watching the Billboard like that. I ain't Takashi. This guy said this is completely illegal.
Completely illegal.
Wait, he said that where?
He had posted this video talking about how I think it's Ariana Grande or so or someone.
But it was Ariana.
It was what Ariana Grande?
Yeah.
What she did?
So just like had eclipsed him, but she had started off the week behind him or something like this.
Yeah,
and then over a certain number of days, they submitted some numbers and it was blown through the roof. Blah blah blah. And he was talking about some mechanics, but if the guy they talk,
he know they have to put himself better. He's saying the same shit, but he's not really getting to his point. So what he want to talk about, like you don't want to listen because
what exactly was he?
He tried to. So maybe two things. Like I think he was moving to like labels that like buy like they bundle them at in. So like what Travis Scott did, like they sell t-shirts, they take the t-shirts, get a CD, right? So then that will count as sales or whatever. Then it will feel. So that was what Nicki was upset with him. I think.
Well, Astro World,
he made one of those things, but I think as for bundles and those things, it's illegal. Like you go feed one.
Yeah.
So that's not a case. The second case, they say it be like he say Sony and Tens they see the list before and then say things like, oh we fuck with Takashi being number 2, but Ariana cannot be number 5 or number 6. So
like they have direct influence.
Some
on
direct
the numbers,
who or what.
The really large guys like UMG or whatever.
The big three. I'd read somewhere that a few of these record labels had launched investigations or were planning on launching investigations into Billboard to ascertain how these numbers are counted. Honestly, like this type of shit, I could give a fuck less about. Like I've never heard your sales when I'm listening to your music. I can't hear your sales. All I can hear is that the music is fire or it isn't. In fact, who's the sale? Like, who's all that shit for? All those numbers and shit. Who's playing that game? And what's the benefit of those optics? Like,
does it make the person look like a bigger star? Like if Ariana does go to number 1. Maybe we don't personally care, but maybe some people they just go see top 10 and then listen to the top 10. So
when you were in school, you were ranked in school, and it meant something to you.
Not to me.
Well, exactly what I'm saying.
I mean, it meant something to the people.
To someone, it meant something to someone. Anyways.
Anyway, another thing is, what do you guys think about? He let off some COVID bars.
Who? Takashi?
Oh yeah, coronavirus.
Yeah, diamonds got the flu.
My diamonds coronavirus. You could catch the flu. That's the. Art has to imitate
that one. A ransom. Ransom tried to fly his off.
What was
ransom about China? They should have.
I'm trying to find that.
Corona guy's eyes low like China.
Lower than 5Gs.
Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit, man. He said Corona's got my eyes lower than Chinese. Supplied these niggas masked up over them 5Gs. It's kind of hard. I'm
saying no, but you guys want clown.
No. In fact, Ken, do you remember when we actually had this conversation? We realized that by the second bar that he used to back we actually came. Because the first one when he said the Corona got my eyes lower
than Chinese, that's trash.
But then when he bumped it up with the second shit.
You see, but we bring the 5G,
Alright. You know what I mean?
You know who?
I'm bad.
You know who the benefited from a 5G connection?
What'd you say?
My nigga Nelly out in St. Louis.
Oh, Nelly Riley. Nigga came through the dial-up, huh?
Did you see?
Yeah, I saw some pictures. It didn't look good.
It was bad, yo. It was bad. It was like I tuned in the beginning. I was like, "What is going on? Is this even America?"
Yeah, and I knew the internet wasn't gonna forgive him. As soon as like I tuned, I was like, damn, not another one. Like, how are you gonna let this shit happen to you right after this?
Like the internet is just an economy of jokes. So once you just rear your
in a minute, it was on.
Yeah.
Did you see Spice Adams and
I saw a picture.
Spice Adams and who?
I forget who the other homeboy was.
Affion Crockett.
Affion Crockett.
Okay. I
was it Affion Crockett?
I can't even remember. I just remember seeing Spice Adams's screen grab with the fucking choppy Wi-Fi. I think they were trying to mimic whatever was going on with Luda and Nelly. And that, I was like, how the fuck did these niggas get the Wi-Fi to be fucked up? How did they
actually? Spice Adams is alive.
Maybe we take the router, go put someplace, crap.
Yeah.
But about those two guys though, that shit was fire. The
Nelly Luda.
The Nelly Luda, that's one of the better ones that I've watched. The Versus.
I know guy that actually watched those things again.
Did you watch the whole thing? Yeah.
Me, no, I didn't even join in the first part. I think Trevor was watching it. I could hear it from upstairs though. And I came to join later and then saw the rest.
Yeah.
I know they get that magic crap.
I find it really hard to sit through as well. Like just watching people play music I've heard.
Play music I've heard. Wait, and in this particular case, Nelly and Luda, these are hits that I've heard millions and millions and millions of times. Yeah. All I do is win. EI, come on, man. Over this kind of quality, come on, man.
Yeah,
all types of devices.
The quality is what be blowing me, yo. I think if the sound was better, I could watch these battles. But the sound just sucks over IG. Like, it shouldn't be happening over IG, man. It shouldn't be.
I think they gave it to what's his name? Luda, though.
Yeah, it's expected that Luda would have won that. Yeah. Nelly had like colossal records and projects and shit, but Luda has more fire songs.
Luda has just always been a better rapper.
Yeah.
When Ludacris came and he was rapping, it was like, where does this guy get these lyrics from? Where does he get these ideas? Ludacris was rapping his ass off since the first day we heard it. It's just that after a certain point in time, he was getting too much bread, and it's like, fuck. Right now, the tracks know they be. Yeah. Let me go and film this Fast and Furious.
Yeah, go collect another bag from that side crowd.
Another bag, bruh. Fuck rap.
No, Luda's
trying to make cream, and that's that.
Yeah, fuck raps, honestly.
Wait, he threw in like he spoke about when Timbaland gave him the beef for Potion, and then he also spoke about you can't even flow for Ludacris and Ciara.
Yeah. That
verse.
Yeah,
that verse he fucking was it. He was saying how like Hope said he's never seen somebody be in his bag on like one flow like that for the entire. Wow, yes, for the entire.
Tell Hope to shut up.
You don't have to fly it off on that day. Wait, Nelly to one. He said, I haven't had the pleasure of working with Timbaland. After they give the story, he won't take pass inside to just
to get a.
He said it's not too late. He won't work plus Timbo.
There was no way Nelly was going to win like a rap song battle over Ludacris for me. No way.
Nah.
It's a rap song, but I think it was just hits for hits, right? Because Ludacris
hits for hits.
Yeah, because he's
but you see, but the thing is that
dropped Dilemma, so like
in the context in which it's played, if we're having like a song battle and you played Dilemma, and then I came with Move Bitch, which is probably not as big a song, but right now the reaction
for battle culture, you scored it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Because you brought the Dilemma and they said Move Bitch.
Exactly. I mean, it's like Dilemma was a huge song, but
and he played Lovers and Friends when he played that one, and
that's the right thing to do.
Wasn't a big enough, like wasn't as big as that one. Guys were like, hey, this is actually closer than
and it brings us back to that point that we can never hear the sales. We can't hear the sales. What's the music saying at the time? How's niggas feeling about this music?
Exactly.
Because like I kind of like the Nelly strategy for the one full round that I stayed though. which was the first round. I forget the song Luda opened with, but it was hard. It was like a hard opening record. And Nelly just played some more shit. Round one.
Oh, no, I don't know if it was. Yeah, you say you don't remember what round it was, right?
I think it was the first round. I don't know.
But the first round, Luda hit it with Welcome to Atlanta.
Yes, exactly. And then Nelly hit it with some some sentimental stuff. I mean, he had a reason for playing that song. But I figured, like, he was being strategic in that he's like, look, I'm not going to win this round. Let me just play some bullshit. Because that's what I've done.
I feel you. Guys were trying to clown on him a little bit when he was playing that, but it might have been a stress. Like, yeah, it was.
Then do what? Listen, Charlie, fuck it. Fuck these battles. Moving on.
Fuck him. Anyways, is there anything else?
Why you guys retire or what?
Why?
Why the energy go down?
I just say like retire.
Nobody tired.
Oh, okay, I mean.
But anyway, I think what I wanted to say is that, like, from just hearing that Future album and Ken, you telling me that Migos also released a song, it seems like, at least for the American like artists, they are starting to see that the country is about to be open again. We need to start getting these club bangers out before everybody hits the streets.
So, they're ahead of the curve. Everybody will have the Back to the Streets out, and they are racing to see who have the Back to the Streets anthem.
Yeah, that Migos record, Rags Too Skinny. Rags Too Skinny. That song is getting heard. So anybody
do you think that these people carry on?
No, say that.
Do you think these people just had these songs and it's like, fuck it, this you have to release them?
Yeah, they definitely have the songs. They definitely have the song, but the South is open. And the South is where they should, like, the South is lit. The South is lit. The South is open. The South is lit. The South needs new music. Feed the streets. The streets. Yeah. I can't wait to the first place I go and I hear some of these records, man. Fuck.
I have to check out the
Shout out Prospect Park.
Shout out Prospect Park, man. Shout out West High.
Keeping the streets dangerous.
They're playing with natural selection out here.
Yeah. Okay. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
Kevin Gates did disgrace the nation.
Which nation?
Of Islam. It don't be Islam.
Yeah.
You know that they go raw dog. Some shiny way don't be girl way in a cut the thing.
Wait for our English viewers.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so I was saying Kevin Gates is disgracing the nation of Islam, and Jay like is not going to be too happy about that. He needs to go read some Anunnaki books and get his shit off.
What did he do?
All right, so he has a sex tape out of him raw dogging a girl. That's not his girl. You know what I'm saying? And now he's losing. The female fans are kind of disappointed because apparently Kevin Gates be letting off some freaky bars in his albums, and they ain't think you know what they saw was a
you know Rich.
Yeah, that be so the whole matter be
if they are Vim no day, you know, if they are Vim no really day.
Yeah, but all I would tell him be saying, man,
had to get it off.
If for Sean,
plus, man, like at what point in the fucking was that 30 car? This could be the N30. Like that's 30. Yeah.
To be fair to the nigga, it was what 55 seconds or so. Like it's unfair to judge his 5 albums, his album, 5 albums and all that freaky shit in 55 seconds. Yo, come on, man.
Dog, come on, relax.
I mean.
and you definitely know that, like, how you think you be fucking and how you actually be fucking is totally different.
Hey, shouts to Kevin Gates, man. You know,
oh shit! Before I forget, Indian dropped a new record. I don't know if you listened to the first record. I forget what it was called. I was on Spotify, but she dropped a new song, "Kiss It Better." That shit is smooth, man. It's smooth, especially for someone like you, Sonny, whose lockdown has been lifted. You really get some value out of this record. You get some solid value.
Sonny, do you know who NDN is?
He sent me the link, and I listened through, but I don't know who this person is. So I mean, shit, where's she at?
Fuck
That's
it. You know
that's
what?
the link that he dropped in the group, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm not,
No,
okay, I haven't
we
checked
talk
it out.
about music every show. I try to send you guys music. Anyways, you know what? Fuck it. Let's just call her. Let's just call her.
They can't blast me or what?
No, I'm not blasting you. I'm just saying, do your homework.
Okay, all right.
Fuck out of here.
If you can get online.
Let's talk to her.
Yeah, let me try.
Let's hear it from
Let
the
me try
horse's
and get
mouth.
on.
Yeah.
Let me try and call her.
Sharp. Do out and call her. Make her just move my body small.
Make a preview the
Comfort
tracks.
myself.
Make a preview the tracks before.
Sounds.
Do my homework, so to speak.
Sounds good. Okay, she's here now. Let's get her in, and boom. Yo, surprise! We have a woman today. Woo!
Hey everyone.
Yeah, we can't be that bad, right? Yeah. So our guest today
We're
is
in the building with NDN.
NDN.
Come on.
That's
Thank
correct, right?
you.
Yeah, I think she said.
Yeah, and your new single
What's
"Kisses
going
Better"
on?
is out, right?
Yeah, it literally just came out the other day, so I've literally just launched it. I'm so excited. It's my second single, and yeah, it just feels really good to, start bringing out like my music that I've been writing for years.
So are you working on an album then?
I'm I'm working on like a body of work. It's not an album, it's more like an EP. But right now I'm kind of trying to understand my sound, because I feel like I'm kind of like in between like, UK R&B and then Afro house. And it's so hard to kind of create a body of work when you have two like such separate sounds. Mm-hmm. So yeah, like that's what I'm trying to kind of figure out right now.
So what are you trying to figure out? Are you trying to figure out which of the sounds to make your sound, or are you trying to figure out the best way to mesh the two sounds?
I'm trying to figure out the best way to mesh them, like if that's even possible. No one's really heard any of my Afro house stuff, so it's mainly been like very like acoustic R&B styles, and everyone's digging it, which is good because UK R&B is like almost non-existent. So we're really trying.
Shouts out Craig David.
That's a really good example. He was the one that actually married like kind of garage R&B house. Like he was he's an amazing artist. Like still is a good artist.
Absolutely.
Just our time.
I want to ask you. You've been writing songs for years, like you put it. What makes this the right time to begin to put together and release your craft? Is it COVID and you're stuck in the house with a microphone, or what?
No, it's not COVID. Honestly, like really and truly, when I was 18, I was lucky enough to actually secure a record deal, but I was very stupid and I basically fumbled the bag. Like I kind of
oh my god,
things, and I completely fucked. Well, don't know if I can say, but yeah, I completely fucked
it up.
You fucked the bag
that shit up. Fuck the bag up. Talk that cash shit,
So yeah, completely fumbled the bag, and then I was like, shit. Like if I don't do it now, then I will regret it 10 years. In 10 years' time, the same way I regret fumbling that record deal. So I just said I'm gonna do things independent. I'm not gonna wait for anything. I'm not gonna wait for nobody. Gonna just finance, move, make everything like myself, and I'll feel way more proud saying that I did that. Like nobody backed me.
Well, that's what's up. So after getting like
success stories like that.
Can't
wait for yours.
So I guess you had a record deal about a decade ago. How did you get into doing that? Is it like, have you always been singing? Were you trained as a musician? Were you writing for people? Like, how did that come to be?
Do you know what? Yeah, it's my dad. Like, even though I don't talk to him now, like shout out, like he's actually an OG. Like from when I can remember, he always pushed music in me. Like he loved music. His side of the family are all like musicians. They're all in the arts. And I was his first daughter, and he was like, he could see me, like even when it was my mum was pregnant with my brother, and she had to go and get like a scan of his heart. Like I was like not even 1 year old, and I was there like dancing away to like the beat of his heart. Like I've always been singing.
Those must have been some funky moves.
So I've always been like in performing arts from school times in terms of extracurricular. Like I was always in school shows, all of that. I was in this church choir, and it was me doing a cover of a John Lennon song that I posted on Facebook, and then the A&R of the company, he was like, yo, like they just released some funding from XYZ. record label, can't say the name.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so then I just met up with them, had coffee, sang in front of them, they loved it, signed the deal, boom. And that was literally what happened. But yeah.
So are you now deciding to like follow music, do music solely that and that's it? Or
I'm not doing it for money, I'm not doing it for clout. Like for me personally, it's just a way to finally express myself, which I have not done in so long. And it's just so like, it's just nice to see that people are actually receptive to my lyrics that I make in my room, and people are actually like, shit, like they really fuck with it, they're repeating it back to me. Like it's crazy. And it's that makes you realize like, yo, like this is a passion of mine. And regardless if I don't want to be like the next, like Beyonce, whatever, but I do want to just follow through with what I feel like God has given me. This is like my God-given talent, and I'm not going to dim my shine.
So I was listening to the lyrics of the new single a little bit, and first off, when did you write that record? Because I need to know if I need to report you to Boris.
Get out. So no, this was years ago. I wrote this years ago, like around that time when I was with the label, but like afterwards, I didn't write it with their musicians, I wrote it myself.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was basically like in a relationship. It was just, like the beginning stages, like the honeymoon period where you're really feeling each other and you just like, you're just completely obsessed with each other. And I wrote that like around that time because that's literally like how I felt. Like I was obsessed with him, he was obsessed with me. And yeah, so.
Okay, so is he no longer in the picture?
No, that's just dead.
Don't worry, we'll take the rest of this discussion offline.
You're an idiot.
Boneyard!
Do y'all have any other questions for NDN?
I think I need to digest the song a few more times. I listened through once. It was sexy, I have to say. Shouts out to you.
That's good.
Oh yeah, you knew what you were doing.
100%.
Do you have any like dates scheduled for like releasing something else, or is this your body?
Yeah, hopefully for my birthday, I'll be releasing my first Afro house track. Definitely to test the waters and see what people are saying. That's like my favorite song that I've made so far. So I just want to see like, if people are feeling it, if a good vibe, and see if I can mirror the two, which I think I can. Like, I just got to work with my producer on it. But that's that track. So June 25th, that's the date. That's the release date of my third single. So yeah, I'm excited.
Okay.
And we've heard the second single, where can we find the first? And what is it called?
So you can find it on all platforms, Apple Music, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube. It's called Kiss It Better. And it's a real cute acoustic track.
What we kissing, by the way? What we kissing better?
You're kissing everywhere.
Yeah,
no, you're a visionary. This is 5 mics. This is 5 mics. Let's get it. Let's go. This is lyricism. Shakespeare. Let's get it. Let's go.
Thank you so much, NDN, for stopping by the Boneyard Boys. This record is fire. And we're looking forward to more music from you.
Yep.
Thank you so much. Have a good time, guys. Bye.
Take care.
Bye. Anyways, I think this is a good way to end this show. Let's get out of here.
For the week, you should check your stroke, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that's the thing for the
week. Go somewhere and think you killing this shit. Yeah, hands behind your back. And if you record a video, watch that shit before you put it anywhere.
Watch it back before you get that shit out in the universe. Anyways, once again, it's the Boneyard Boys podcast.
Yeah.
Thanks for staying tuned, man. Episode 7, we out. Peace.